You know you're meant for much more when you feel like where you are right now isn't enough. You know you're meant for much more when you're constantly sitting on the edge of your bed with countless ideas. The ideas don't stop. What you think about does not stop. And that fire within you is finally burning hot, and it doesn't allow you to sleep at night. These ideas that you have, you write them down, right? You put them into a notebook, you journal it, you jot that down. Execution is the next important step, because if that idea is just written and it's just put away, it is still in your head. It is still not reality. It's not real. It's just something that is the start. It is a foundation piece to your journey. You have to pull that out and actually do it. Just like Nike. Nike, just do it. Nike swoosh. Doing it and actually implementing what it is that you think about and continuing through that process, even when you don't want to, even when it's hard, because you have these bright ideas. You really do. Yet you have to continue working on those ideas. You have to keep working through those barriers, because barriers will come up. They will come up like left and right. You will feel as though you made a solid breakthrough, only to see the next wall being built or already built before your eyes. Don't allow that to slow your momentum. Just know that that is the next thing that you must get through. That is the next thing you must get through in order to continue your journey to greatness. Because we are all destined for greatness. We just do not see it. We do not know it because we don't believe in it. We believe in that we are just pieces to the mass. We are just pawns. And evidently, a lot of us will get lost in that. That comfortability of just existing, that comfortability of just being perceived as normal. It is not normal for people to actually go after their dreams. A lot of people give up on their dreams come time adulthood. And as harsh as that sounds, it really is true. It really sucks how many people reflect back in life. They find different routes. And congratulations to the ones that actually do make it through with their different route, their backup plan. But plan A from the jump, plan A is the plan that you should want to go towards, because that is the one that you aspire to be the most. That is the one that you want to live through in life the most. So why can't you have it? Why can't you make it a reality? I'm not talking about any extraordinary things like, oh yeah, I want to be a werewolf. I want to turn into a wolf and eat people. Or I want to fly. Like, no, I'm talking about realistic things. We're not talking about fantasy made up things. We're talking about real life goals. And for some people, they may not ever happen. As harsh as that is, that reality may not ever exist for them. Yet your efforts are not in vain. Your efforts definitely are not failures, and they do not define who you are. Because once you allow that to define who you are, you will never want anything more in life. You will allow things to just flow continuously and just exist. You will become so rooted in constant pattern, just allowing things to be the same over and over again. Days looking almost identical. Waking up, go to work, and then filler, go to sleep. Waking up, go to work. And you get what I mean. You don't want that cycle to continue anymore. So you must do something about it. You must do something within yourself to realize that this isn't where you're supposed to be anymore. And once you realize this isn't where you're supposed to be anymore, you will start seeing that where you want to be actually starts with who you are now. Where you want to be actually begins with yourself. And where you want to be is not as far-fetched as it may seem. A lot of us wants to create, post online. You can do these things. You have a phone. You have access to anything that you want to do. However, I don't just want to talk about the video and how you can access things, but just know that you have a golden ticket and you can do whatever you want with that golden ticket. You can do whatever you want and post it online. Phones are the most valuable things that we have, and consumption. People consume so much from the media. People consume so much online. And that consumption can be a perspective and part that you put out there. There will be people to consume what it is that you create. You just have to put it out there, get it out there. It may seem like it's difficult. Trust, it definitely is hard, but it's harder watching someone else live your dreams, knowing that you can do it too. You don't know how? Just start. You will not know how until you actually do it. You will not know how until you actually sit down with yourself and work through what it is that you must accomplish right now. Having a list of goals and writing stuff down really is important. But like I said in my previous video, execution is all the more important. You must execute these things that you write down, these goals that you aspire to have, because you are a person that can make it happen. Nobody else can do it for you. And that is the key point in all of this, because it's for self, it's for yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can want it the way that you desire it. And so when it comes to that, make it happen. Sit with yourself and truly think, am I where I want to be? Am I okay with who I am today? And if the answer is no, you know where to begin. You know where to start. You have to stop putting things off for the next day, because I promise you, if you put things off for the next day, 3 years will fly by. I'm saying this by personal experience, because I have desired to stream since 2020. I desired to stream since I was a freshman in college. I'm now a college grad. Congratulations to me. I am now a college grad, and I am about 7-8 months post-graduation, and I'm finally taking that step for myself. I'm finally taking initiative to be outside my comfort zone. You cannot always be comfortable when you go after things that you aspire to do. You have to be okay and grow to accept being uncomfortable, because growth is never comfortable. Take it by example. If you go to the gym and you leave the gym, you're perfectly fine. You didn't tear your muscles. You're not going to see progress. Your muscles are not going to grow. And I'm not saying that because eventually your body does get used to working out. Your body does get used to the tearing and the agony that you put yourself through. But I just mean, for those who haven't trained for a long time, you know the sores, the aches that you get from putting your body through actual work. And the sores and aches, how they're alleviated or lessened when you don't put in enough work. That's why I saw myself in the mirror a couple of months ago. I was getting thick. When I was going through pain, I was putting myself through work. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been to the gym, but I will start that process again. And getting back to the point, you have to be okay with being uncomfortable, because it is definitely difficult. It is difficult seeing yourself doing it because you've never done it before in your life. You don't know what it's like to actually go through the process because you've never been there. You've been in your comfort circle, the little happy place. It is okay to be happy, but escape being comfortable. Escape staying in this place because it is making you stagnant. You have to grow. Make yourself grow, even on the days that you don't want to, because it will not be any easier. And once you get into that consistent flow, it becomes easier. Trust in that.